Hi guys, thanks so much for stopping by my channel. I'm Leslie. Today I am going to be doing my favorite foundations, and I have my top 10 favorite foundations that I'm going to be showing you guys. I want to mention one thing first, maybe two things. My skin is combination oily, which means that I have really bad oily skin, certain areas, especially in my T-zone area. It's really bad. So if I'm mentioning foundations that you like I have, most of these are good for people who have oily skin. So yeah. And another thing is, just as a disclaimer, not really that I need one, but I'm not saying that the foundation do exactly what I say it does. I'm just saying that this is what it does for me, for my skin, if that makes any sense. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first foundation I want to mention is the Fusion Ink foundation. This one is really good for my skin. I feel as though it's so lightweight when I wear it. It's like it has a coverage like no other. I use very little of it. The only problem that I have with it is what I have with most foundations that I have, is that it comes with like these little drippers that I really hate. I just don't understand why people stop making pump foundations, but it's still a good foundation. It still gives me a lot of coverage. I do put this foundation on with another foundation just because it's too dark for me, but eventually when this runs out, I will purchase the one that's perfect for my skin tone. I just feel as though I don't know if it doesn't have enough shades, but I just feel as though if I get anything lighter than this, it may be too light, and if I don't know, it's just weird with this foundation, but it's amazing. I love the coverage that it gives on my skin. The next one is the Perfection Lumiere. Now this one here is it's a long wear foundation. It has an SPF of 10, of course. It has a pump. And I love that it has a pump. The only problem I have with this foundation is that it doesn't come in many shades. It's like, I don't even understand it. It's like maybe like 5-6 shades. I don't even understand why is it that it's so little. And my skin, even though I have oily skin, like my skin is funny. I have like an olivey, then a red, and like yellow, and like that type of mixture in my skin. So I need to have foundation that's gonna work with me. So what I do is I blend these two together to make the perfect combination, because this is too light for me. I don't know if you guys can see that in the tube, and this of course is too dark. So I use these to combine with each other, and it's perfect on my skin. Another one that I want to mention to you guys is the Kat Von D Locket Atactic foundation. If you're looking for a foundation that's going to be on your face like that and not move, like it's going to be on your face like elastic from day 1 to day 2, trust me, this is the foundation for you. The only problem I have with this foundation is that it is a little bit heavy. I mean, for me, because this foundation has to be heavy. It's a 24-hour wear. I've never tested that. I would never tested with that theory, but you guys, this foundation is so full coverage that full coverage should be another word when it comes to this. It's like when I put this on, I don't even know how to describe this. When I put this on, it's like putting on like a different skin altogether, and like it's, of course, don't get me wrong, it's flawless, but it's for someone who, let's say if you're taking pictures, or if you have really bad skin, then I would suggest it, like to cover like really hard skin. I put it on like if I'm filming or taking pictures, then I would use this foundation because I like it for that type of coverage. But honestly, you guys, this foundation is no joke. This foundation break me in. Yay. So it's my first foundation. This is in the shade NW43. This is the Studio Fix Fluid Foundation, and this has an SPF of 15. This is amazing coverage. I would say, let's say for the type of person who is looking for a foundation that covers, but it's not like, oh my god, like the Kat Von D, which is still amazing foundation. Let's say if you're looking for something that has that kind of coverage, but still not as heavy and maybe not even as thick as that, I would do the Studio Fix foundation. It's more realistic than the Kat Von D, but it's really nice. Both of them are really nice, so yeah. But this one here is realistic for a person who has little marks going on in their face in certain places and looking for a little bit more coverage. So that one is a good way to go as well. The next one I want to mention is the True Match Super Blendable Makeup. This one I've been up and down using this for about 2 years now. This one has an SPF of 17. I love this foundation a lot. The only thing I have with it sometimes is that I don't know what it is with it. Sometimes it's flawless on my skin, sometimes it's like really doesn't do anything for me at all, because it's not like a straight up full coverage foundation, and it's buildable, but it's a little bit harder to cover certain areas. But if for someone who's looking for me, if I'm just doing like a light face, or if I just want to do like a movie night, or I just want to chill with friends or whatever, I do this foundation just because it's really nice, and it takes really good, and it's really nice in pictures as well, so that's why I don't have a problem with it. Next one I meant to mention here, this one is from NARS, and this is the Sheer Glow foundation. NARS has come up with so many different amazing foundations, and they have the new one, which is the HD foundation, blah blah blah. This one here has always been a favorite foundation of mine. This one here is the Sheer Glow, and a lot of people think because I have oily skin, why do the Sheer Glow? I've tried the one for oily skin before, and it doesn't settle on my skin as well as the Sheer Glow. One day, just mistakenly, I was in a shop and I just was testing it out just to try it. I didn't have any makeup on my face, and I tried it on my bare face. No primer, no moisturizer, anything. I think I had a moisturizer that day. Yes, I did. And I didn't have a primer or anything else. And I just tested it on my face, walked around the mall, and came back. I was like, I have to have this foundation. It's too nice. And I figured I wouldn't even love it. And I remember looking at it and I was like, this foundation is really nice on my skin. And from then I've been absolutely in love with it. It doesn't make me oily or anything like that. It just gives me a natural glow to the skin that's really perfect for me. It doesn't like bulge up in certain areas, because my makeup kind of bulges up in this area here. I don't know why it does that. I don't know if it's because I do my nose like that sometimes, but in this area here it bulges up, until when I put that on it doesn't do that, so it stays in place, and that's what I really like about it. Another foundation I want to mention here, and this one is the natural finish. This is the Oil Free Cover FX. I've talked about foundation that gives plenty coverage. This one here is another one that's amazing for coverage. I find that it settles really well on my oily skin as well, maybe because it's oil free, but it settles well on my oily skin. The only thing is I got this in a shade a little bit too dark, which I don't have a problem with, because most of the foundations that I purchase, I do intentionally purchase them a little bit darker than normal, just because my skin is really funny, you guys. So I do that a little bit darker, and if I do need to lighten it up, I do a lighter powder, and it works for me. It balances out my skin. So I get this one. This one has plenty of coverage in it. It lasts a really long time, so yeah, no problems. This foundation here is the Marc Jacob foundation. It comes with this little dripper dropper thing that I also hate, but the foundation is what I also love. This is full coverage foundation, you guys. Very lightweight on the skin. Amazing foundation. A lot pricey. It's amazing. The shade that I got is Coco Light. I wish I got something darker. Like I said, I like to be a little bit darker than normal, but this one is fine. It does give me plenty of coverage regardless. Like I said, it's lightweight. You don't even feel it on your skin how light it is. It's like, I don't know why people use the expression like butter, because butter to me is so heavy. It's like water on the skin. It's very light. It feels smooth on my skin. I don't have a problem with it at all. Trust me. I don't have any negative things to say about it, except for the fact, like, I hate this dripper dropper thingy. But other than that, amazing. Another foundation that's lightweight for me is the Studio WATERWEIGHT, and this one is an SPF of 30. The only thing I would say to you about this foundation is that it's water weight for a reason, because it's lightweight, of course, but it's realistic for a person in the real world who's every day going about their regular life, who needs a little bit of coverage to the skin. But trust me, this foundation on the skin is no joke. It has this dripper thing here. You know how I feel about these. But I like the way it settles on my skin. Like I said, it's like water. It doesn't get into my fine line. But I use a brush with this, and it's amazing. It just applies amazingly on the skin. I love this foundation. The last foundation I want to mention that does not have a top, because I'm surprised that all the foundation that I mentioned had tops on it, because I am careless with my tops. I don't understand where they go. This is the Makeup Forever. This is the HD High Foundation. This is another amazing foundation. This is my second tube of this one. I think they have like this extra HD. I have not tried that one yet, just because I love this. I'm comfortable with it. It's hard for me to change. I like change, but when it comes to foundation, I don't know. But I am a foundation fanatic, and I don't know, I haven't tried it, just because I have tried this specific one, this specific brand, and I like it, and I feel as though maybe an upgrade from it is unnecessary. I don't know until I try it. But this one here is good for someone like me who have oily skin. I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with my oily skin. It doesn't make me oily at all. It lasts all day. So when I wear this, I do something that's really, really light, and it's really pretty on the skin. Plus, to be honest, I would say that this is a realistic foundation for every day. It does give a lot more coverage than the normal foundation, but it covers where you need it, so you don't have to put like a ton of foundation on your skin, and plus you can still wear a lighter powder and it looks like your natural skin, because it's really invisible like that. It just covers where you need, and it's perfection everywhere else. So I would suggest that. If you're a person who's been using the same foundation for a really long time, you're like, it's starting to look different, it doesn't look as flawless as it used to. That's because sometimes you just need to change it up, let your skin breathe on a different foundation, and try it out. But that is it. I do hope you guys see a foundation that you like, and maybe try it out. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, you guys. Have a great day.